Yes guys, what is happening and welcome back to a brand new video. So today you join me from inside the Integra. It's been a week and I actually do want to get back onto it, so I thought, you know what, whilst I'm doing nothing, let's create a video. So I want to get back into this, doing weekly series, weekly vlog on the Teg, and hopefully kickstart the channel properly. I know I talk a lot, but anyway, that's it. So today what we're doing is I'm gonna come across and tell you the things that I don't like about my Honda Integra. Some of you may be able to vouch for this, some of you might be able to go, oh, mine does this but I fixed it. So this is a thing that I'm just going to show you my niggles, things I really don't like. In the 7-8 months of ownership I've had with this car, I haven't really gone over this car too much on the channel. I've done like odd bits and bobs, but I haven't really discussed the car that much. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video, and let's start with one of many things that annoy me with this car. So let's go. Right then, so once you've mastered your way into the car using the fob, it's only accessed by like a fob kind of thing. So if you haven't unlocked it, I don't really use the key to open the car. I normally just use the fobs to open it and close it and stuff. But long story short, I think you've got like a time limit on this car. I don't know if it's just mine with the alarm system that's potentially on it, but if you watch that, if that isn't green, it won't start. So like I'll unlock the car, I'll get into it, and then if I've waited like too long, hang on, will it do it? No, it's not going to do it. Yeah, see, like that, the car won't start. So now it's gone off, so potentially the car will start. So but sometimes, if like, say if I unlock the car and then I like need to run in the house quick and I'll grab something, when I come back out and go to start the car, it's like, oh, for God's sake, I've got to like de-immobilise it, which is quite annoying. Sometimes I just want to get in and just go bang and get it started, but I have to like mess around with a fob all the time. Like I said, I don't know if this is a me problem or everyone else has the same issue, but I think it's one of those alarm systems that just has a mare. So yeah, this isn't going to be like full-on moaning like stuff that really pisses me off either. Obviously it's just bearable kind of stuff, so I'm just trying to go over things that are quite fiddly, and yeah, that some of you Honda owners may experience or may not experience. So yeah, let's go on to number 2. Right, so if you own a Honda, you more than likely will own one of these steering wheels. My friend did me a little swap with this Alcantara one, which is actually really nice. You get a real nice feel to the steering wheel. It is a lot firmer. Like I had a level one before and it looks a lot better. It does look really nice. But the one thing I'm gonna say now, so this is like a 1 part 2 kind of moan kind of thing. So yeah, we'll start her up. It probably won't do it now because I'm not actually like driving the car properly, but okay, make sure we're not in gear. See, it's not going to do it now. So because the revs are quite high, because the engine's cold, it won't do it. So see now, just under 2,000 RPM, nothing, not a problem at all. But the problem I find is when I'm driving, when I'm at the traffic lights, the vibration is absolutely horrendous. I had the Evolve mount on the Megane, and that was awful. Like it felt like the engine was trying to climb out of the car. I don't know what kind of engine. I think the hard race solid ones. I guess I did have the gearbox one, yellow polybush Powerflex one, but we took that out, so that's standard now. But the vibration off this thing is absolutely horrendous. Like honestly, sometimes when I'm sitting at the traffic lights, my steering wheel feels like it's going to fall off. So there is a tiny bit of movement. Look, there is a tiny bit of movement here where this moves up and down, and the vibration and the noise that we get off this is absolutely horrendous. So like, in all, vibration and like shakiness is an absolute killer for me, to be honest. Like sometimes I just want to pull away in comfort and it's like so yeah, that's kind of like 2/3, if that makes sense. So yeah, hope it's helping. Hope you guys are like, oh yeah, mine does this, I can solve it by this. But this is what we're all about. I post what actually happens and you guys can come on in and let me know. So yeah, let's get to the next one. Right then, so the next one is a similar kind of line. I find I have to like rev the bollocks out of it to get it moving. Obviously we've got the stage 4 clutch now. I think it's AC stage 4 clutch. Obviously if we're talking getting more power than that, when I was replacing the clutch, I wanted to get a better clutch, for example, because obviously I want to know it's future proof for whatever potentially happens in the future. But I find now I have to, like, when I'm coming off the clutch to like get the biting point, my revs have to be so high because I feel like the car is literally like jumping. I feel like I have to rev the tits off it to get it to move, and it can be quite aggressive sometimes, and it's like, oh, you know, you want to pull away nice, whereas sometimes if I want to pull away without juddering, I have to like dip the clutch and rev it to like proper bring the revs in, so I can't like feed it in. I have to proper whoop to get it to go away. And it same again, I just want to pull away peacefully without going. So when I've got the missus in the car and I'm just trying to drive normal, like it is a normal car, like apart from 2 engine mounts and an exhaust induction kit and an inlet manifold and coilovers, it's pretty much a stock car. But like the inside's normal, but it's just such a ball bag to deal with. So yeah, that is probably my most annoying one, the vibration and the pulling away. It's just, it frustrates me so much. Like honestly, I don't know whether to put different engine mounts in, but obviously I don't want to. Can you slap a turbo on a car like running 400 brake, 450 brake? And can you run stock engine mounts? Will the engine not rock its bollocks off? Like I want it to, obviously the engine to be firm, but obviously I don't want to compromise the ride at the same time. So yeah, that's like 3, I think, 3 maybe 4. Oh yeah, and that is annoying, like beep, beep, beep. So whether you've left your door open with the keys in or you've left the lights on and you're going to get out of the car, like obviously it's good to know that the car's telling you, but after about 4 or 5 times of getting in and out of it, you're like, yeah, I want to smash this speaker. So yeah, but this isn't part of actually one thing that annoys me. This is, but I thought I'd mention it because it's actually popped up, so it's good that it has. These seats are actually like really good seats. As you can see, they do look pucker, quite a timeless kind of design, old school kind of vibe. Only thing I would say is this bolster is dog shit. Literally, it's like the highest bolster going, and then it squeezes your legs together. So no matter how much I try and like climb over it and hide out of it, oh shit, I forgot it's doing that whilst I'm playing the video. So it's just so like, I feel like my legs are like 2 little chipolatas, and like it proper pushes you in. Like I wish they were a bit kind of deeper, but it's just like foam, so it's at the same time it's getting like perished. Like the odds of finding a DC5 or an EP3 with good bolsters is hard to come by. Mine ain't too bad, they are creasing now a bit, but it's one of them, I guess. 20-year-old car, what are you gonna do? So yeah, on to the next thing that's kind of annoying about my DC5. Right then, so we've just pulled away in the car, and I always find this, yeah, I don't know why, but if I park my car up for maybe a couple of days or whatever it may be, when I come to pull away and drive off, it feels like each individual wheel is like wobbling. It makes no sense. It feels like the car like doesn't align itself, and then it has to like realign itself. It is so weird. I don't understand why it does it. But then after like a couple of meters or whatever, it seems like it goes like quite solid. So I've checked the tyre pressures, they're fine. I've checked, well, the wheels have only just been put on, so they're fine. I only had the alignment done just before we went to the Nürburgring, so that wasn't a problem. One thing, this is another little thing that's kind of an issue. I find the handling, I don't know what it is, but in a straight line, I think it's obviously to do with the 3.4 degrees camber on the front wheels, but it handles like, it's not shit, but when I go around a corner at like decent speed, you can feel it hooking, you can feel it pulling you across the road. But as soon as you involve a straight into the conversation, like I had a little pull with my mate the other day, and literally like I have you have to hold on to the steering wheel. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to change gear because it's pulling me all over the road. I feel like the suspension's quite sloppy. I know a lot of people rave on about the yellow speed coilovers, but I'm not a fan. I know they've been set up by Area Motorsport for like solid track use. Obviously I do have a little dabble of track now and again. Just park next to an island, lovely jubbly. But yeah, it feels, it's scary to drive fast in a straight line. Like honestly, I'd rather go 70 miles an hour around an island than I would 70 miles an hour going straight, because it's literally pulling you all over the road, which isn't a good thing. So yeah, it leads me on to the handling. I was led to believe the DC5s and the DC2s were like one of the best handling Hondas out there and all this and that, and obviously going from the Megane, I didn't think much would compare with the Megane, but I heard the DC5s were supposed to be quite good at it. But I don't know if it's because of the yellow speed, they feel really soft. Even though I've got them on full hardness, I feel like I can go like that with the car and the whole car just like sways and feels disconnected. Come on then. Yeah, cheers, just stay in that lane, yeah. So it's just a bit. That leads me on to a good bit, but we ain't even going to cover that today. We'll cover that maybe, I don't know what day we're going to post. Maybe I'm going to try next Sunday, so then I've had a video every Sunday, or might go back to midweek videos. But I'm just trying to think off the top of my head things that actually really annoy me about this car, apart from the vibration, the revving its balls off to get going. I just can't put my finger on it. I think if I didn't have to rev my nuts off and it wasn't so floaty, I probably would really like this car. But I feel like it comes into its own when you're sending it, like driving it, doing 30 miles an hour now on a dual carriageway. It's okay, but when you're in town and you're pulling away from the traffic lights, it's like, oh fucking hell, get me out of this car. So yeah, apart from that and the occasional second gear jumps out of gear all the time. I don't know why it does it. Someone said detent springs. I haven't really looked into it that much, but if anyone knows, please comment down below, because you're a massive help. But yeah, the gearbox has been took apart by Area Motorsport. I think they just refreshed it all. I don't think they did anything like final drives or anything like that. But yeah, I just can't think of anything else. Like, it is a really nice car. Just these little niggles, like. And then VTEC's mad. I didn't think VTEC could be that addictive and that good, but the sound of VTEC is just like, whew, hang on. The problem, well, that could be another problem actually, whilst we're there. If you're not above 5,000 RPM, don't even bother. Like, I think on a track obviously it'll be amazing, because you're going to be in the higher, you want to be where the power's at, so you're going to be like, you're going to be downshifting at 5,000 RPM. You're going to be between 5,000 and 8,500 RPM on track. But on the road, if you want to, oh there's a Fiesta ST next to me, I'm going to smoke it, you're going to have to be in, like, if you're doing 30 miles an hour in third gear, you're gonna have to like drop it to first gear to try and send it, because it won't do nothing. First gear is good fun, second is, but if you want to get going in like third gear and you're in like 3,000 RPM, you might as well just go, nah, I ain't even gonna bother. So, but obviously that comes down to being naturally aspirated. It is good fun, and it feels like the speedo doesn't go anywhere. Like, I've been in my mate's Golf and we've done first to third, and we're like, whoa, it's going so fast. But build quality, it doesn't feel fast, but you look at the speedo and you're like, fuck, wow. But then in this, you could be smashing the life out of it, get into third gear and go, oh yeah, I'm at the speed limit now, I'll slow down. So you can like have fun in this without breaking the speed limit, if that makes sense. So apart from the niggles, which could be, I fancy taking the yellow speed off, and I fancy some BC racing coilovers again. Obviously on the Megane we have like a 7.9 kilogram spring rate, which I don't know what the spring rate is on this. I could potentially get a firmer spring rate, but I'm just not digging it. I think BC is where it's at, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't really knock it. I think looks wise, the DC5 has smashed it. I wouldn't change anything looks wise really on it. Power, obviously you need to be way in the rev range to get going. Yeah, that's it really. Vibration, right guys, I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet video. I filmed it all off the GoPro Hero 9. I just got it out, bish bash bosh, and this is where we're at. So I want to try and keep it regular, keep it going, because honestly I feel like this is the point where if we don't go for it now, I feel like there isn't much point. So we're going to give this a good old shot now, and hopefully see where we end up, and hopefully we can make it big time. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe and all that madness, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.